one of the biggest illegal gun factories the East Midlands has ever seen. This is the story of Ronald Knowles, the self-taught armourer, and Gary Hardy, the so-called drugs general, who together built and sold assassination kits to criminal gangs across the UK. It all started in August 2023. A van was pulled over in Measham, Leicestershire, by armed police. Inside, a white box, innocent enough, until they opened it. Inside were 4 deadly self-loading pistols. Each one was individually packaged with a silencer, a pair of blue nitrile gloves, and 10 rounds of live ammunition. These weren't just weapons, these were kits, designed to be handed straight to a killer. Police immediately realised what they were looking at: a pre-packaged assassination kit. And through DNA and phone records, they were led straight to the man who built them. 64-year-old Ronald Knowles, from Alfreton in Derbyshire, looked like your average retired man. But when armed police surrounded his home, drone footage captured him walking calmly out of a shed, hands up in front of a bonfire, where he was trying to burn the evidence. That shed wasn't full of tools. It was a full-blown weapons conversion workshop. Inside were industrial tools, lathes, drills, everything needed to turn blank firing pistols into lethal weapons. Detectives found 33 converted pistols, enough ammunition and materials for 80 more kits, silencers, throwing stars, machetes, gas-powered weapons, and almost 1,000 rounds of ammunition. Each pistol was threaded to fit a suppressor. Each bullet converted from blank to live. These were made to kill, and to kill quietly. But Knowles wasn't acting alone. The guns didn't just stay in his shed. They were distributed. That's where Gary Hardy comes in. Hardy had already made headlines in 2008 when he was sentenced to 20 years for running a heroin and amphetamine empire. He was known as a drugs general in Nottinghamshire. Back then, he had luxury cars, fake businesses, and over 40 properties. Now, he'd pivoted to firearms, working as the middleman who sold the kits created by Knowles. From his home in Ravenshead, Hardy coordinated with another man, Stephen Houston, 65, from Warwickshire. Houston's role: distribution. He made sure these kits got into the hands of organised crime groups, many of them based in the West Midlands and Essex. One of the people who ended up with these weapons was Jason Hill, a 23-year-old drug dealer already serving a life sentence for a brutal murder. When police searched Hill's garden, they found a hidden safe. Inside were 2 pistols, 2 silencers, and 24 live rounds, all linked back to the group. The investigation, led by Nottinghamshire Police and the East Midlands Special Operations Unit, found that Knowles converted at least 33 pistols, but could have built 80 more. The police called it one of the largest firearms operations ever seen in the East Midlands. And they weren't exaggerating. At Nottingham Crown Court, the sentences came down hard. Gary Hardy was jailed for 23 years. Stephen Houston got 25 years. Ronald Knowles received 13.5, and Jason Hill got an extra 4 years on top of his life sentence. Detective Chief Inspector Mark Addis didn't hold back. He said, each handgun had been threaded to fit a silencer, which allowed it to be used discreetly at close quarters. These weapons were designed to kill. He called the group ruthless and said the amount of lives potentially saved by taking these guns off the streets was impossible to calculate. So far, police have recovered these assassination kits in at least 8 locations across the UK: Coventry, Wolverhampton, Essex, London, and more. This wasn't just a local problem. This was a national network, and the fact that it all started in a quiet back garden, behind a normal house, shows how easy it is for operations like this to hide in plain sight. In the end, it was one traffic stop, one van, one white box that brought the whole thing crashing down. If you found this case shocking, let me know what you want covered next, and make sure to subscribe for more true UK crime breakdowns.